some little amigos here and there. Who has seen Blood Sisters, the movie? Yes, the movie dropped on Netflix on May 5th. I'm here to share my views about the movie. So it's definitely going to be an objective. So attempt the ones you know first. Skip the ones you're not sure of. Do the ones you know. Go back. Attempt the ones you don't know. Make sure you attempt all the questions. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're just tuning in, you know already, my name's Ada Adetunji. Ignore the looks, guys. A baby girl is always a baby girl. Okay, so today is federal entrance exam. My daughter is sitting for one. Her center is quite close to my place. It's quite a trackable distance, so I just came to drop her. The girl was just so nervous. I don't know why she was. Okay, it's expected. So there are a couple of pupils out here. Some schools brought in their candidates in a bus, their parents outside creating quite a scene and all of those things. I mean, I dropped her and I'm going to the market right away. What will I be waiting here for? Yeah, so I'm actually trying to look at the timetable to know when they will start and when they are definitely going to be on break, so I could come back and give them, because I think the exam is going to stay till almost 3 p.m. So okay, so this exam is bringing quite memories. I remember when I wrote this federal entrance exam, like it was actually my dad's dream that I attend Federal Girls, and his dream then was, I think it was Queen's College those days. So the day I sat for this exam was also on a Saturday. I think they normally write it on Saturdays. He had brought me to, I had a classmate that stayed close to my place, so we woke up early. You know when you don't own a car, so we woke up early to get to their place. My dad prepped me and continued, and I waited outside till the gate man had to, you know, tell Oga. Probably they were still sleeping by the time I got there, and they allowed me in. So I stayed in the sitting room. Actually, some moments later, the gate man still walked in and said, "Madam, that's my friend's mom. Said I wasn't allowed in their sitting room, so I was supposed to stay out and wait for her." And nonchalantly, I got up and stayed outside. After all, I was really bored and nothing to do. I hadn't even seen my friend. I think she was sleeping by then, so I quietly stepped out and was gingerly waiting for them outside. So comparing then, when I had to just wait for hours just to be an attaché in someone's car, and my daughter walking up to me this morning to ask, "Mommy, what car are we going with?" I can only say it's been God all the way. Yeah. Okay, so I wrote my own exam at then Assumpta Primary School. To cut the long story short, so the results came out and I made the best result from my school. Madonna awarded me for the performance. The head teacher was given a plaque and some certificates. Then the PTA chairman placed me on a scholarship. Then my estate to where we stayed, then I had a neighbor who also gave my father a lump sum and still calls me federal scholar till date. You know, I've been representing since 1900. Okay, yes. And the bottom line is, I ended up not going to Federal Girls College because of SACPA. I was asked to pay 20,000 naira for acceptance fee or something, I can't remember, and then my dad didn't have it. Guy man tried his best. He kept meeting relatives, colleagues, different people. He assured me I was going to go to Federal Girls. That was my dream actually, and it ended up not happening, and I don't blame him. Guys, Nigeria has been failing me since time way back. Yes, Nigeria has been failing me. The corruption has always been there, but I'm unstoppable, you know. So yes, that was how I ended up going to Owerri Girls. Guys, that is it. That's my story, and it's actually brought me to where I am today, because I've actually been hoping to be someone in life. Today, this is where I am. Let's not dwell on that. Okay, so guys, while waiting for them to finish their exam, let's do some little amigos here and there. Who has seen Blood Sisters, the movie? Yes, the movie dropped on Netflix on May 5th. I'm here to share my views about the movie. So to start with, I'm not a movie person. I have a very terrible sight. Yes, so any movie I stay to watch must be really worth the pain I feel afterwards. So whatever I'm also going to stay here today could be in contrast to what you feel about the movie. So this is, in my own opinion, IMO. Yeah, you get that, right? Okay, so I'll start from what I think they did relatively well and what I think there could have been a little improvement on, and then show my utter disappointment about the movie. Let's get right into it, babies. So also, whatever I state here today as the positives could also end up being the negatives. Yeah, so this is depending on how I see it and how I portray them to be. Okay, so starting with what they did relatively well, I think in terms of their selection of the casts and crew, they did relatively well, bringing in top-notch talented actors and actresses to play. They actually know the script, they knew what they were supposed to do, and they played their parts relatively well. And you can also agree with me, if you've seen the movie, that this should be the only or one of the realest weddings in Nollywood. Like, the wedding they portrayed in that movie seemed to be 100% real, in terms of engagement, in terms of the clothing, in terms of the layout, in terms of the outlook. Beautiful. So another thing I think they delivered well on was the fact that they were able to bring home some of our cultures, and this was in terms of the native attire they wore. At some point, Kemi and Sarah, Auntie Joke, Toyin Abraham too. The fact that they were able to bring in Nigerian languages, Uche Jumbo delivered the Igbo beautifully well. Auntie Joke delivered 100%. Toyin too delivered on that. The native attire the Yoruba guys wore, I think Nancy was injured when Ini was trying to get help for her or something. You know, there was a festival, I think. I like how they were humming in Europe. That should be Yoruba now, right? Okay, so I also liked that fact. Well delivered, beautifully delivered, I must say. Guys, another thing that was beautifully done was the styling. Whoever is a fashion stylist for this movie, I rate you and I give you 150%, 10/10 rating. Guys, they served us fashion styles. I kept saving, I kept snapping, I kept copying styles for my Ashwebi next week. I give it to you guys. The guys didn't come to play. The makeup, Uche Jumbo's outfits, Kate Henshaw's outfits, a little extra though. Ini's outfit as a bride, everything she wore was tick tick tick. The bridal train, Kemi's outfit, oh guys, literally I love all of them. Another thing that they did well is the food. Guys, was there food in it? I miss my head. For that kind of setting, my mind is telling me that the jollof rice will make sense. The food, whether you saw it or whether you ate it or whether they ate it, I don't care. The food made sense. The salad, the jollof rice, the big meat, as in the chunks of meat, I could see it. Made sense. Yeah, the meal made sense. The food made sense. Guys, let's get into what they could have done better, or where I think they flopped. First off is, it became really annoying not knowing what Ransomware's role was, kinda. So if you start it up, you get lost in what Uncle Ramsey was actually doing on that movie. Yeah, so the fact that they had to bring in so many talented, so many old, so many well-known actors into it was actually kind of weird. Most of those roles were unnecessary, so they had so many talents on it. That was good, and that actually was a lot more extra. Off, totally off. So there were actually kind of holes in the plot, kind of, let me put it that way. The girls having to clean all the details of the killings, the blood, sneaking in and out of the room without being seen on the or captured in the camera, sneaking a whole body out, having to wear uniforms in and out, checking out of the room, in that you know, those were shady acts that the scripting no jail. Yeah. Another part is Kate Henshaw sending her daughter-in-law out without seeing her own son is totally not a Nigerian thing. For a movie that portrayed that she so hated the lady, she would have been the #1 suspect for that day in a Nigerian average setting. So that was off, totally off, not well done. Okay, now to my disappointments. Yeah, so this is not to totally discredit the efforts that has been put into this role, the finances and everything that has gone into this. See, the production seemed rushed and the scripting was not well done. For a family of that magnitude, for the affluence they portrayed in that movie, you know, I think the camera would have been a go-to. Looking at the kind of hotel and the settings they used, the camera would have been a go-to to really find out if Kola was still in the building or when he left. So okay, so guys, I'm back. Sorry for the break in transmission. My battery went flat. Okay, so the whole suspense they were trying to portray in that movie actually was selling us out to the whole world as incompetent. I mean, it was glaring. We knew who killed Kola. Camera would have captured it. Prolonging the movie made it more horrible. The film obviously lacked content because I wouldn't know what I wasted my time, my whole time, precious time, to watch. Like I said earlier, this is still in my own opinion. There was no need for some scenes. There was no need for some cast. There was no need for prolonging this movie. It made no sense at all. Till date, till tomorrow, to me, it will still remain the most fake. And somebody said I should rate the movie. There's nothing to rate, really. Like, the movie didn't give me the vibe I was expecting. It lacked content. Obviously, no lessons from it. It got boring at some point. Like, I skipped a couple of parts, a couple of scenes, and I'm not ever going to sit down and rewatch it, even by mistake. I wouldn't do that. You know, it's, I don't know. If you have the power to rate it in the comment section, please do. If you haven't seen the movie, this is not to discourage you from seeing it, and I wish the producers, the directors, and whoever is involved in this movie recoups their money, gets their money back. Yeah, I wish them well. Nah. Okay, so guys, aunties, this is what I have today. I actually felt bad that my gadget went off. I wanted to show you the excitement and how relieved these pupils were when they came out from the exam hall. You know, I wanted to capture all the moments, but I didn't have that luxury to do that. And you know what to do already. Subscribe, like, comment, and share if you want to share. I love you guys. I love you.